when we hit certain levels, and I realize some of us, our levels are all different, but some of us have to hit a really big income level before we're comfortable with this. But I want everybody on this call to get to a point where you don't care if Samuel does business with you or not. You have a vested interest in helping work Samuel through this problem. And bear with me here, guys. Every major purchase, whether it's in your personal life or your business life, that you made that you completely freaking regret, could have been somebody hired, right, in your department, and they screwed up your whole department. Could have been a piece of equipment that you overpaid for, or a piece of equipment that you under purchased, and it turns out you needed to, you know how many cameras we've gone through in studios because I'm like, I don't want to buy the big one. And if I had the salesperson from Sony be like, I get what you're saying, but based on the fact that you said XYZ, I'd like to recommend this, and have a vested interest more in getting the information and understanding my problem than selling me something, I wouldn't have made almost all of the mistake purchases I've made. That's the thing, is the problem is we don't put the customer first typically in sales, and we're like, I just want to tell Samuel what he wants to hear. I want to get this deal across the goal line, and we're not slowing down and being a therapist and being like, well, why is that? Can you tell me more? When you say blank, can you give me a specific example? Right? I want you guys to be comfortable saying things like, hey Samuel, I want to share something with you that every small business is having to deal with. Nobody's talking about it. It's a major problem. It doesn't seem like a major problem, but then over the course of the year, and listen, full disclosure here, I know you're working with Stripe or Square or whoever's doing their merchant services, because Brian, you're a merchant service, I believe. If you want to take this conversation and to your current vendor and make changes there, hey, I want to make sure I'm helping you whether you do business with me or not, right? When you have that type of attitude, people are like, no, I'm going to go with Brian. He's a good person, right? He's a good guy, but 1,000%, right? This is, and it's not therapy in terms of we're trying to twist somebody's mind. It's therapy in terms of they think they need something, and often the time they're wrong. Right? All of us buy stuff we don't need all the time, especially if it's a technical purchase, and we wish somebody slowed down with us, right? Rich is nodding his head, because I bet you, Rich, I went to one of your competitors and like, what's your rate? And I went with the lowest rate, and I want to like punch myself in the face, because that lowest rate is not what I needed, right? Unfortunately, we have to slow our process down and say things like, where are you at in terms of, what's your biggest reason for moving? What's blah, 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 and slow them down so we can help. At least, hey, I just want to make sure that I understand the situation so I can make a recommendation. Whether they go with me or not, that's their choice, right? I understand it's their choice to make, but I want to make sure that I'm giving them accurate information. I love that you said that, Brian. Thank you.